A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic move, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer welcomed Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to London on Thursday, just a day ahead of a pivotal U.S. Russia summit set to take place in Alaska. The meeting comes at a crucial time, as the ongoing conflict in Ukraine enters its fourth year, raising concerns among European leaders about the potential outcomes of the talks between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Zelenskyy, who arrived in London after participating in virtual discussions from Berlin with Trump and various European leaders, expressed optimism about the upcoming summit. He took to social media to highlight the importance of discussing expectations from the Alaska meeting, emphasizing the need for security guarantees that could lead to a sustainable peace. If the United States can pressure Russia to halt the violence and engage in genuine diplomacy, we can work together to establish effective security measures, he stated. The backdrop of this diplomatic effort is the increasing concern among European nations that the bilateral summit might sideline their interests, potentially favoring Moscow. Leaders like German Chancellor Friedrich Merz and French President Emmanuel Macron have voiced their apprehensions regarding the possibility of the U.S. making concessions that could compromise Ukraine's territorial integrity. During a press briefing, Trump warned of very severe consequences for Russia should Putin fail to agree to a ceasefire during their meeting. This statement underscores the high stakes involved in the discussions, which are expected to cover not only the conflict in Ukraine, but also broader economic cooperation between the United States and Russia. The summit is set to begin at 11:30 a.m. local time on Friday at Elmendorf-Richardson Air Force Base in Alaska. The initial phase will feature a one-on-one meeting between Trump and Putin, followed by a joint press conference with their respective delegations. Each delegation will consist of 5 members, with key figures such as Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Defense Minister Andrei Belousov included. Starmer has highlighted the importance of the Alaska summit, describing it as a potentially viable path to achieving a ceasefire in Ukraine. However, he also cautioned that any agreement must safeguard Ukraine's territorial integrity, stating, "International borders cannot be changed by force. Any discussions about borders and ceasefire must be accompanied by credible security guarantees to ensure lasting peace." Zelenskyy's visit to London reflects Ukraine's ongoing struggle to secure support from Western allies amid fears of a Russian escalation. The leaders of the Coalition of the Willing, a group of nations prepared to assist in monitoring any future peace agreement, have been actively discussing the necessary steps to ensure that any negotiated settlement does not compromise Ukraine's sovereignty. Despite the diplomatic efforts, there is a palpable sense of skepticism among some Ukrainians regarding the potential for meaningful progress at the summit. Alexandra Kozlova, a 39-year-old department head in Kyiv, expressed her doubts, stating, "I don't think this round will be decisive. We've had enough meetings promising that things will improve, but unfortunately, that hasn't been the case." Meanwhile, the conflict continues to take a toll on civilians. Recent Russian strikes in Ukraine's Sumy region resulted in injuries to multiple individuals, including a 7-year-old girl. In the southern Kherson region, artillery fire injured a 16-year-old boy, highlighting the ongoing humanitarian crisis. In a retaliatory move, a Ukrainian drone attack targeted an oil refinery in the Volgograd region of Russia, leading to significant damage. The Russian Defense Ministry reported the destruction of 44 Ukrainian drones overnight, indicating the ongoing intensity of military operations on both sides. As the world watches the developments from the Alaska summit, the stakes remain high for Ukraine and its allies. The outcome of the discussions could have far-reaching implications for the future of European security and the stability of the region. With both sides preparing for a critical dialogue, the hope for a peaceful resolution hangs in the balance, as leaders navigate the complex landscape of international diplomacy amidst a protracted conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.